Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Bronyville. This is Bronyville episode number 136, recorded on January 4th, 2014. Hello, everyone. Hey, Sandy.
Hey.
You're with me this week.
I am.
I've got on a tie.
And I've got on my suit.
No. Trying to max level me.
Hey, I've got to get some mileage out of this thing for it's too big for me to wear.
That's true. Golden Muffins are later. Prepare yourself.
30 minutes.
We are going to, we're going to do a short show because we don't have any other guests. We're going to have a grand cavalcade of guests later.
We have a ridiculous number of guests.
We have
the Golden Muffin Awards.
Right. We have four teams that I've pulled, and each of those teams has 3 guest judges inside of it. So if you do the numbers on that, that's 12 guests in total over the next 4 hours or so. So we're gonna be chugging along, 12 if not 13. So we'll see. But first, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything we need to cover before then. We've just got a lot to do and a short period of time to do it. Nobody to ask the infamous 2 questions, so I believe we get off this week. So I guess sponsors?
Yes.
We Love Fine. They make t-shirts and stuff.
Yep. Coupon code Bronyville10. Save yourself 10% on your shirts. Is there anything new this week? I don't know. I'll look.
It probably is the usual good stuff they have. You know, guess what?
Yeah.
They've got a lot of back catalog, too.
I wonder if they added anything new from this latest episode.
I would not be surprised.
There's nothing really terribly mimetic about this one.
Maybe the Grumpy Cat?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. But that was a meme upon itself. Meme staring at a meme. Memeception. But yeah, Bronyville 10 gets you 10% off your purchase. You know, shipping is important. It costs a lot, so we help out with the shipping side of things. So I got that. Let's see. BabsCon.
BabsCon. Yep.
Almost said another con that was our sponsor a while ago. BabsCon, yeah, coming up in April. And yeah, Bronyville 10 also gets you 10% off no matter what registration you pick. If you are standard, if you go for the ritzy top ones, Bronyville 10 definitely gets you a discount on that. And we'll be there. I'm going to be there. Sandy will be there. We will be doing things and maybe doing a show. Who knows? So many question marks. We're just trying to survive the Golden Muffins at this point.
Day at a time.
Pretty much. And Audio Stratus, my project, audiostratus.com, still continues to plug along. Actually signed a developer this week, so there's going to be actually someone making the app. Looks like it's for the beta, alpha, mega alpha version we're doing. It's just going to be a Windows platform, just because that's the cheapest we can make it. But yeah, we're going to be working on some different options, but we just need something to test. And Tetra's in the stream. Hi, Tetra. Get ready for stuff. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. No topic time news. Was there really any news? Let's be honest with ourselves. There was no real news.
No.
Phantom Fire status is lack of news.
Yeah. There's nothing actually newsworthy going on, so people will make their own news.
No.
Gasoline and matches. They've not actually done much this week.
Let's see if we can avoid the gasoline and matches approach this week. If we can have it so that nobody wishes to burn us down by the end of the day, I'll be okay. But it's just the fact that it's an award show, and you know somebody's going to go, man, that was the wrong choice for that award. I thought that this person should have gotten that award. Well, opinions are what you have. So I'm sure that will happen. I'm sure that there will be a lot of people very happy both to be nominated and also to receive awards. And remember, it's just a show, and if you don't like it, make your own award show. We have just as much, we have just as much reason to do a show as you do. So, let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to really think if there was anything. Minions in the chat, was there anything of note this week? I really don't think there was. I seem to recall that the Fighting is Magic team posted a "Hey everyone, we're still alive" thing.
Yeah, and they posted a picture of the deer. It's still going. And it got posted on Sharyuken. So I guess, people are still like, hey, it's still alive. Pay attention to us. Which is great. I mean, it was a good-looking project, and they just had to swap out the sprites, basically.
Well, and the backgrounds. A lot of art assets got to change, and probably some hitboxes and things like that. Oh, they also changed engines, so that could work too. So yeah. Okay, so nothing's changed except it's being rebuilt from the ground up.
Nothing's changed except everything has changed. Because, I totally know how to make Vidya.
The characters are so cute.
Just palette swap them, that's all it is.
No.
Look, the cow now has a hat. What does it mean?
I can't wait to see the llama.
Oh, also, for any of you, this is less news and more me promoting something. Myself and a friend, a local friend, we actually did some streams over the past, on New Year's Day on the My Little Pony CCG, and we've started publishing those out to the Bronyville YouTube chat, or to the YouTube channel. Just kind of explaining the game some. I will fully admit, and someone has called us out on this, that we have made some errors, and even I've caught some errors that we did in that play test. Take it simply as this is how you play the game, not the exact 100% verbiage on the rules. Because that card game, some crazy complicated at times.
Yes, it does.
That is not a card game I would recommend throwing a kid at. It is something. I think it's interesting. I think it's nice. I think it needs some definite rule reworking, and there's some stuff there's just some weirdness that I've picked up on. The fact that there's not a lot of resources, a lot of the friends don't really matter. Applejack is, as far as I can tell, nigh useless because exhaustion really doesn't play into games. And
Rainbow Dash is practically impossible to boost. Get into your boost phase because, there's 2 or 3 troublemakers in a given deck.
Yeah, at least with the starter decks. I experimented out, and I've got 2 decks I created after the fact with some of the leftover cards. So I've now got a purple-blue, or if we want to go ahead and go with the shipping terms, I've got a Twidash and a Rarities that I'm going to be interested in how that plays.
I have not yet seen one of the 2-player Fluttershy Pinky decks in the wild, so...
I've heard that the best place to get those is just right off of Interplay's site. Just purchase it there. It's actually cheaper if you do it there as well. So you can purchase those, and yeah, I need that so I can get the Pinky and the Flutter starter. I'd probably let's see, who would I pair with Fluttershy? She's kind of the Zerg type. I don't know.
She could be good with Dash,
yeah,
because she can move things around fast.
Right, that probably would make sense.
And Fluttershy already gets to move stuff really cheap and or free. So it's just bring the swarm around.
Critter Zerg. Nothing like it. Let's see. Let me just double check the chat and make sure that there's nothing we are missing out. Yeah, just another one of those standard waiting for stuff weeks.
Oh, the 2 Best Sisters Play Pokemon Snap came out.
Oh, I hadn't. Oh, I didn't even know that.
Freaking hilarious.
I'll need to see that. I do enjoy those.
They throw apples at Pokemon.
As one would do.
Yes. It's really quite funny.
No, that entire series is pretty fantastic. So
yeah,
I love that, as well as the 2 Best Friends Play. Both of those are pretty phenomenal. Okay, well, I mean, if we don't have anything else, missed about 10 of my links. Oh no, a missing pony keeps dropping stuff into the links.
Oh man.
Let's see, Ponyhead card database. Oh yeah, so that's the new card database for the CCG they've put out, where you can get all the images. Actually, that's where I pulled all the images for the show I did. And so let's see. Wow, there. No, you're going to news, guys. You news us. This is what you're for. Brony Doc is now on Netflix. If you have a Netflix and want to watch the Brony Doc,
Brodies. Oh, just
Brodies.
Brodies. It looks like Brodies.
Yeah,
a pony is not an O.
Fans of Adrian Brody. Fans of Adrian Brody. You know, the Brodies.
Yeah, they get rid of some good stuff and add the Bronies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
had to make room for it.
I'm still glad we didn't have anything to do with that.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
Yep, and we are not permanently tied to it. Thank God. So, episode.
We avoided the spaghetti residence cascade.
Yes.
Never thought I would create a spaghetti cascade, let alone create one. Okay. Yes, episode Rareisode. You like Rarity.
I sure do.
What did you think about Rareisode?
I thought it was, okay.
Same.
It was written by Dave Polsky, and so I came into it with zero expectations of it being good. And I wasn't disappointed, because I had no expectations. I thought that it was good to see a Rarity episode, because it's been over a year or so since she actually had a character-focused episode. But it seemed just kind of a mess.
It was a little over the place. It did seem a little all over the place. But let's start. Let's start with the basics. Of course, spoiler warning all across this, so that we can openly talk about the episode. So Rarity Takes Manhattan, season 4, episode whatever number, probably 8, number something or other. So yeah, Rarity gets invited to Fashion Week, and Starry was giggling about that because she's like, that's like when Project Runway airs and does all of that stuff. And like, yeah, that seems about right. Surprised there wasn't any like Project Runway references, but, and she goes up. She's being mega generous everywhere because she got money somehow.
You know, Rarity's knows where some good, illicit, non-conflict diamonds are located. She can go out there and mine them up, use Spike as slave labor, as she seems to do often now, and come back in town with a mysteriously large cache of high bit value gems.
And then
she then throws them around.
Just throws them around. Just buy off everyone.
Yep.
Rarity buys off Manehatten.
Screw the rules. She has bits.
Is that more generosity or bribery? I can't.
I don't know. It's like how corrupt is the government of Equestria? We don't know. Did she make deals to get an illegal mining permit? Is that how she makes her money?
Listen,
is she using diamond dog slave laborers, and these are conflict diamonds?
Based off of the permits that she has, that is totally a legitimate mining operation. I'll let you know.
And if anybody comes near to check it out, well, she has guards with spears.
Let's
get off that implication there.
Sure. There's going to be someone rattling their saber over that one.
Of course.
Let's see. The basis is she goes to Manhattan. What was that? Hilda the Hills, or what was the? I'm trying to.
Henny of the Hills.
Henny of the Hills.
She actually gets 7 tickets, so that's 1 for Spike even.
Wow.
Yeah, that was something people were mad because when she brought up the tickets, they didn't count them, and they're like, "Oh, of course she'd exclude Spike." No, Spike did have a ticket. In that case. So yeah, apparently they're gonna go up to Manhattan and see things on Bridal Way. Yeah, I really wonder what the in-universe Book of Mormon would be.
Dag, I'm trying to come up with something more. What's horse related? That's more. However, yeah,
So-
I'm not even going to ponder that. That takes too long. But yeah, they're going over there. I did enjoy the transition that they did into the musical number, though I was not a big fan of the musical number.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same on that. I thought it was funny. I was like, what, is this like a city where people randomly burst into song? And what does Rarity do? She busts into song. And I didn't like it. It was not really...
It was a song about,
good.
hey, guess what? I'm really generous.
I'm super awesome. Look at me. I am best pony.
It's like, okay. I think we've established this for 3 seasons, but if we need to settle this again, all right. You are. Wow, this is going on for a while. But and then they did a reprise a little bit later that
It was the sad version.
yeah. It's like the Team America, just the sad version.
America.
And then we have to stop that. This is a kids show, Sandy.
Yes, also content ID.
Hug, yeah.
So basically, it boils down to Rarity has this fancy fabric, and she runs into somebody from Ponyville who she apparently used to know. And she is super happy with the fabric, and she's like, that's amazing. And Rarity, being super generous, says, yeah, sure, you can use this bolt that I have. It's just extra. And Suri Polymer, I'm sure is XP of some real-life fashionista who did something, possibly, rips off Rarity's designs. Gasp! And it turns out that, oh man, turns out Manhattan makes you into a meanie pants. Living in a big city is terrible. You shouldn't do it. I guess. I don't know.
That seems right. We went there. We went there once, Sandy. It turned us into meanie pants. We left and we were forever changed.
Yeah, that's true. Curse you, Manhattan. But yeah, basically, Rarity gets her generosity, her element, turned against her in a way, where this Suri pony gets the better of Rarity by taking advantage of generosity, and so Rarity actually doubts her thing, and turns into a meanie pants herself,
and employs all her friends into slave labor, more or less. No, not slave labor, but more. What? I'm so generous for you, and you're not going to help me out during my moment of need.
Yeah, they missed their salon appointment, the restaurant reservations, and she went out of her way to get these sold out tickets for Henny of the Hills, and Rarity makes them miss it because, well, you've gotta so fast. I did think it was kind of interesting, though. It is kind of a turnaround of Cider for Success, in a way, where this is Rarity's turn to get them to do the work while she's being the demanding person.
Mm-hmm. She's just sitting around going, meh. I need you to do that. You do to do that. Well, let's be honest. It's not like Applejack doesn't just randomly burst into a song and everyone starts working her field. So,
yeah, how it works. Or she starts talking about how these fruit bats are destroying her orchard, and suddenly everybody's like, stop the bats, stop the bats.
But let's see, Suri. So she starts creating she creates a new line of dresses. Creates
Hotel
that new
chic.
line of
Basically, she's like, this cloth and this carpet and this rug, and I'm just gonna pay them off because screw the rules. I have money, and starts making clothes out of stuff from the hotel.
Let's see. Yeah, and then that happens. Then she previews it, and everyone thinks it's great, which I don't even know what happened to the first set of clothes, but okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, did she just like throw it away? It's like they just don't appear again, I don't think. And yeah, it's like it's swiping the hotel towels to the next level. In the end, Rarity does win, and because it's a kids show, she's gonna win.
Yeah, and I did like the fact that she was like, oh no, my friends hate me, they're gonna leave, they're gonna not be my friends anymore, and they're like, come on, we knew that this was important for you, we were upset, but not like we're gonna get over it. Which I'm like, all right, that's good. That's not the usual like, we're going home, pout to the train station, like that.
Flounce.
I don't know. It just, if we are going off of the season thus far, this is probably the weakest.
I'm still gonna say that Daring Don't was the weakest. I actually put it fairly in the middle of the list. And it gets extra points with me because Rarity episode.
Yeah, but I don't have the craze for Rarity as you do. And I still thought, I mean, Daring Don't with its headcanon explosion that it became, I still rather enjoyed it for the adventure and the dash conflict that it had. But
yeah,
but I know it's White Horse. I know you like White Horse.
Well, no, I was gonna say that. Oh, I've lost my train of thought now. Thanks.
I won! I'm getting ready for the contest. I'm getting ready for the awards. This is what we got to do. We're going to nominate and have to roll each other off track.
You're going to rope a dope. But also Daring Don't's moral was kind of just weird as heck, too. It was annoy your heroes enough and they'll be your friends. I don't know. Obviously, what's interesting, though, is I think that this episode was a far more grounded in reality episode than several prior ones.
Well, yeah.
It's like Fashion Week. Okay, cool. Not dealing with supernatural fruit bats and horrible transformation or, Indiana Jones ponies or castles with ridiculous traps. It's Fashion Week in Manhattan. So I guess he gets bonus points there as well.
What I will say to defend part of the episode is I thought that the the voices for the characters, like the additional supporting characters inside of here, were fantastic.
Oh yeah, and Coco Pomel, XP for Coco Chanel, she turning out to be a good pony, and ditching the other one, ditching Suri. I have to rewatch it, but wasn't Coco a differently sized model than the rest of the main six? Wasn't she like a teenager pony?
I'm not sure.
I don't really remember.
She seemed a little younger, but I mean, perhaps. I don't know.
I'd have to rewatch it. I only got to see it once.
I did like the little inflection that they added with Suri. I'm trying to recall the entire thing, but the moment that I liked it, but now I can't recall it. But she just had that little, she would finish a sentence and then end it with just this little meaningless inflection. But it told you a lot of her character just through it. And I thought that was really, really kind of neat. That was kind of explained a character without actually, having to state like, oh, this is where they're from or this is what they're about. It just gave a little bit of, it made them different. Adding the at the end, just like, so, just this is the thing I've been working on. Yeah.
Yeah. Go into the big city, turns you mean. Watch out, kids.
It's okay. It's, as said, I think thus far, I guess I'm generally warmer on Daring Don't than most people, just because I like the adventure-y style of it.
Oh, I love the adventure style stuff. It just seemed like two episodes that got smashed together.
Maybe. I could see that. But I'm a little bit cooler on this one, but I realize any of the Rara fans out there relish in your Rarity episode. It's not your suited for success, but I hope that it tides you over.
There are lots of fantastic fashion horse faces in this episode.
Plenty of them. Let's see. I guess we are remiss without talking about some of the notable things that happened. Grumpy Cat.
It
kind of got spoiled early, which is the shame. Because, what was it, the Hub on their Facebook page posted it up, and it's just like, hey, look, it's Grumpy Cat Pony. And was like, oh, huh. Like, it would have been a shock to see it in the episode, but then since it got spoiled early, it's kind of like, oh, okay, now I know to expect that.
And yeah, now that I'm looking at actually an LPG right now, the Coco is in fact smaller than Rarity.
Okay.
So she is like a younger pony. She's a young adult teen pony that's younger than the main six, but not a foal. Which is interesting.
Yeah, Coco was good. I like Suri for kind of the character of her. Less what she was, but more just the way that they kind of explained her and her kind of double cross. And then just Rarity paying off everyone. I was before the show, I was just going like, sure, you better look out. She's going to wake up and there's going to be a horse head in her bed. just finds out that Rarity's generous with the mob in the area. You know, grease a little palms, see what can happen in that city. Grease a little few hooves. So, yeah.
Overall, 9/10, it's okay. IGN. Yeah, it's middle of the road episode. I mean, I'm gonna say I don't think there has been a bad episode this season. Daring Don't is the closest to that, in my opinion, but none of them have been actively bad, which is pretty good because we're now a third of the way through the season. We shall see, but none of the stuff coming up also strikes me as bad. I figure if we can survive 2 Polsky episodes without them being actively bad, we're doing pretty good. Because coming up, gotta go back to the episode list.
I'm trying to think back on the, like, we have to take bad with the grain of what bad is in the terms of pony. And I'm going back and thinking, like, all right, so if we're going for what people would consider bad, feeling Pinky Keen, maybe not on that level. Over a barrel.
Over a barrel. Spike at your service. Games Ponies Play wasn't very good. No, actually, that one was all right. I'm having to think about the episodes because I'm looking at the list. Mysterious Mare-de-Well. And Meriwether redeemed herself already with Bats, I think.
Bats was pretty good.
I don't know. And I think had the least amount of duds. Apple Family Reunion was kind of a dud in my opinion. Spike at Your Service was trash.
See, I put this wasn't as like dud worthy as Mare-de-Well, but I think it still does go down into the like it had a simple premise. It had a very straightforward, nothing crazy, mystical, magical to it. So, that's going to affect our perception somewhat. But I just think that there was, I don't know, at least for me. Here I am explaining on the internet why I found today's horse cartoon to be subpar.
Well, don't you know, this is very serious.
Oh, I can't believe you found the Rarity episode to be to your disliking. So
Ponies are serious business.
and granted, I'm not saying like ditch it, put it into a fire. It's just, personal preference.
Yeah.
Everyone is entitled to opinions. Please don't burn me down for mine.
Yep. And hey, there's going to be lots of fan art of Coco.
Oh yeah,
Everyone's like, "Oh man, that's a cute new background horse."
that was cute background pone. That's for sure. I'd be interested to see her. Since Rarity more or less has an assistant now, it would be cute if she did like just pop up.
Yeah, she gets hired. Rarity goes back to Ponyville to design the dresses, and Coco stays in Manhattan to produce them.
No, I mean, that's essentially what happened at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Because they were just like, yeah, I'm going to be making the dresses for this play, so, I'm going to have to spend a lot of time in Manhattan. And, here we go. Here's the plot point that makes it so she doesn't have to, walking through the door.
And what was really funny is Tabitha tweeted that she was like, well, I thought after this episode, I called up my agent, said, it's been real, and ate some cake, because she thought she'd been written out. And I'm like, seriously?
I don't think so.
No, but she's obviously not. But apparently she thought that she'd been written out because her character is staying in Manhattan for a while.
Yeah, I could see that. And if she wasn't in the actual recording studio for that, for like the conversation with Coco, then maybe I could see that. But yeah, that was just kind of one of those things of like, all right, now Rarity's going to be gone for a while. It's gonna be like those episodes of Doug where Skeeter left.
Yeah,
just like, this doesn't work as well. This is weird. that would be the worst thing. Rarity gets so few episodes gets no episodes last season. Gets an episode, then leaves.
Table flip.
Forget it. We're not doing any more with her. White horse too hard to draw. But yeah, that is, it was an episode. Let's see, what do we got for next week? Certainly not bats.
Next week is
Pinky Apple Pie. Looking forward to that one.
Oh yes, because that is another episode with a song. What do you know?
And let's see, Natasha
Levenger.
Good, you're better at words than me.
She is new. This will be her first episode, I believe. This will be an episode where Applejack's brutal honesty comes into play. No, Pinky, you're not related to me. Get over it. I don't know. And actually, there was that in the episode, Applejack's element of honesty. They made that comment where Applejack's like, "Yeah, you were kind of mean," and Dash was like, "Come on, AJ. I know honesty's your thing, but come on."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kind of nice. Just like, yeah, you were pretty rotten. I did like that. Of just like, good going, Applejack.
And the congratulations, Phillies. And friendship really is magic, isn't it?
Yeah. Hammer home that title. But let's see. The production development on April Fool's Day, Megan McCarthy wrote that the seventh episode of the fourth season would be Pinky Apple Pie, and the season mini arc in which Pinky becomes Princess of Pie. But no, far more likely is that
don't believe her lies.
Yeah. don't especially on April Fool's Day, don't believe Megan McCarthy. So yeah, she looks like the summary is that the Pie family may be closer linked to the Apple family than was originally assumed. So there is some stuff. Let's see. Stated for this storyboard is our friend Emmett Hall. Good to see him still storyboarding over there. Tony Cliff on that. And we know Apples to the Core is going to be that song. That's a good song. I already know it's a good song.
Yep.
So, all right, that will be for next week. So, good deal. We're 5 minutes till we need to go ahead and handle the Golden Muffins. So, let's wrap this. Let's see. Emails. I think we'll skip for the week.
Yep.
Sounds
Though
good.
you do need to get back with Pico about that copy of Past Sins he's written to us about for 2 weeks.
I know. I said on the last episode that we would raffle it off as part of the award ceremony. We'll find a time to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, just that way it can go out to a fan that's listening for the award ceremony. So, what did you just? Why are you linking 4chan? Oh God, Sandy!
I was linking. It's for some reason the GIF of. I did not mean to link the thread. It's the general thread, but I was trying to link the. For some reason, people have GIFed that little dismissive tail flick that the Anna Wintour, or not Anna Wintour, whatever her name, that the fancy prim
the judgy
him
pony.
line. Yes, where she does her little dismissive flick of the tail, like "Get out of here."
Yeah, that was pretty good. All right, well, let's see. We don't have, so we're gonna go ahead and skip the emails this week. Pico, yes, we will find someone on our list here to give a version of the Past Sins. Was it? Book?
Physical copy of Past Sins.
Hardbound. We can go ahead and send that out. I think that we will go ahead and move past the emails. One cool things. Do you want to say your one cool thing is the Let's Play?
Yeah, I'll say it's the best Sisters play.
I will state that what I'm going to do is I'm going to YouTube as well. On the Bronyville YouTube account, I've actually collected all of the music that is part of our music, our top 10 music nominees. Go check them out, because I have found a few new artists inside of there that I think are fantastic, just based out of those top 10. And, there's also the top 10 songs. Denotive's on there, Acoustamanda Pony, Black Griffin, several artists are in the nominations, so you should probably go check that out. And heck, here I am pimping our YouTube channel, which is underused. And you can find it. It's Bronyville. The name listing right now is Able Cider, because YouTube is weird about not letting you use names. So, yeah. All right. Well, that was a short show, because you're going to get a lot more episodes coming up. Golden Muffins and all. So, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and call this, Sandy. That sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
Super quick show this week.
Yep. You can always find our website is BronyShow.com, BronyvillePodcast.com, email across at Bronyville@gmail.com. You can watch us live every Saturday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern on Justin.tv/BronyvillePodcast. And hello, everyone in the stream. Let's see. iTunes reviews. We love them and keep them coming. They keep us up there, and they keep us fighting against all the other podcasts that wish to knock us out of the TV and movies, and yet cannot.
You can tell Adam Savage is tested that we're still ahead of him.
I sure will. Next time I see Adam Savage, I'll tell him, you know what? Pony. And then he'll be like, what? Sorry, I was making a rocket ship. Like, all right, you're better than me. I'll admit it. Let's see. iTunes.
My fleeting internet fame.
I'm a Q-list internet celebrity, Adam Savage. Let me have what I have. I don't get a lot. I just want this one thing. You can always, let's see, you can, not the email, Celestia Radio, Tuesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern, we're on Celestia Radio. I am part of Bronies of Northern California.
And I am high organizer, Tread Lord of Brony's from Texas.
And my Twitter is at Bronyville.
Mine's at Chef Sandy.
And BabsCon's where we're going next.
Yep.
All right. That's it. That's this episode. You'll be hearing more from us as we cover all of our nominees for the Golden Muffin Awards. Those in the stream, hold on just for a moment, because we're going to have to switch computers and get this all set up on the second machine, so the stream will go down. But for now, stay tuned and sleep well, everybody.
Adios.
All right.